Welcome to springlib.
The problem says that the dimensions of a rectangular solid are 4 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 12 centimeter. This rectangular solid is inscribed in a sphere. We need to find the diagonal of this rectangular solid. So we can say that we have the value of length, width and height of the rectangular solid. Now let's apply the formula to calculate diagonal of rectangular. So this will be equals to square root of length square plus width square plus height square. Now substitute all the values. So we get diagonal is equals to square root of length square, which means 4 square, plus width square, which means 8 square, plus height square, which means 12 square. On further simplifying, finally we get diagonal is equals to 14.97 centimeter. Hence, we can conclude that option D is the correct answer. So this is the final answer for this part of this problem. Now let's consider another part. And here we need to find the surface area of the sphere. So we know that the formula to calculate surface area of the sphere can be written as pi times d square. Here d is the diagonal of the rectangular solid or the diameter of the solid sphere. So substitute the value of d in this formula. So we can write surface area is equals to pi times whole square of 14.97. On further simplifying, finally we get 704.03 centimeter square. Hence, we can conclude that option C is the correct answer. So this is the final answer for this part of the problem. Now let's again move to another part. And in this problem we have a right prism whose base is equilateral triangle shaped, and the age of this equilateral triangle is 10 centimeter. The height of this right prism is 80 centimeters. We need to find the volume of this prism. So we know that volume of the prism is equals to area of base times height of the prism. Now let's apply the formula to calculate area of the equilateral triangle. So we can write volume is equals to root 3 over 4 times a square. This is the formula to calculate area of the equilateral triangle times height. Now substitute all the values. So we can write volume of the prism is equals to root 3 over 4 times a square, which means square of 10, times height of the prism, which means 80. On further simplifying, we get volume of the prism is equals to 3464.10 centimeter cube. Hence, we can conclude that option B is the correct answer. So, this is the final answer for this part of the problem. Now finally, let's consider the last part of this problem. And here we need to calculate the total area of the prism. So we can write surface area, or the total area of the prism, is equals to 2 times area of base plus perimeter of base times height. Now substitute all the values. So we can write surface area is equals to 2 times root 3 over 4 times a square plus perimeter of base, which means 3 times a, times height, which means 80. Now substitute all the values. So we can write surface area of the prism is equals to 2 times root 3 over 4 times 10 square plus 3 times 10 times 80. On further simplifying, finally we get surface area is equals to 2486.60 centimeter square. So from here we can conclude that option A is the correct answer. So this is the final answer for this problem.